Well, but reading up on this song, wow, this should be fun, right? Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am, and we are back with another Patreon pick from our patron Johnny F. We're gonna be doing something, I don't know, a little different, shall we say? The artist is Mom's Mabley. She was born in the 1890s. Like, what? That's crazy, man. She's also the oldest. Well, I don't know if this record is still intact, but it said on Wikipedia that she was the oldest person to have a top 40 hit. And it's a rendition of a song written by. I have the thing up real quick. It was written by songwriter Dick Holler. Was working on a new album when he heard the news of Bobby Kennedy, of what happened, obviously. The date was June 5th, 1968. Wow. He was so moved by Bobby Kennedy's what happened that he wrote Abraham, Martin, and John in 10 minutes, and it connected the what happened with Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, and John F. Kennedy together. And Mom's Mabley's version hit the U.S. top 40. It hit number 18, and she was 75 years old and the oldest person to ever have a U.S. top 40 hit. She's performing it on a I don't know what late show or day show, whatever it is. It's some show. I can't recognize the guy off the screen cap. Apparently this is a very famous rendition of this, and apparently she does a great job. She was a comedian, an actress, a musician. She did all kinds of stuff. She was a Renaissance woman, basically. She did all kinds of things. I read up on her. She's a fascinating woman. So thank you, Johnny. Let's go. And if y'all are not subscribed, please help brother out. Click that icon right down there. I'd really appreciate it. And leave a like and a comment, too, if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. All right. Mom's Mabley, Abraham, Martin, and John, live in 1969. 3, 2, 1.
Will you? I love it. Here's Mom's Mabley.
Mom's Mabley. Okay.
Has anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems a good die young. I just looked around and he was gone. Has anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? You know he freed a lot of people, but it seems a good die young. I just looked around and he was gone. Has anybody here seen my old friend Martin Luther? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems a good die young. I just looked around and he was gone. Didn't you love the things that they stood for? Didn't they try to find some good for you and me? And
Don't forget Malcolm.
we'll be someday soon. Oh, it's got to be one day. Has anybody here seen my little Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone?
Oh my God.
I thought I saw him walking over the hill with Abraham, Martin, and John. They were going home. They were just going home. They were just going home.
Who is that?
Vacuum on table.
I love her get up, man. She seems like the best grandma ever. That was absolutely stirring, bro. I didn't know how it was gonna go exactly. Because I did a little digging beforehand, so I kind of knew what was coming, but it was almost like her facial expressions, and it looked like she was tearing up there when she was talking about Bobby Kennedy and Martin Luther. Such a shame, man. And it's so true. The good do die young. But they just weren't meant for this world. They couldn't stay long enough. They had to do what they were here to do, and they left. And it's sad, but what an impact all four of those men left. I mean, geez, going back to Abraham Lincoln. He was like one of the most hated presidents, like in his time in office. Everyone hated Lincoln, especially obviously during the war. And he basically gets it. Everything brokered, the Appomattox courthouse that happened. I think there was still some fighting going out in the Western Theater, but they were in the clear, man, and it would have gone so much better if Lincoln hadn't gone, man. The South, it suffered because of Andrew Johnson, I believe, or was it Jackson or Johnson? I always forget which one it was. Whoever Lincoln's vice president was, the whole what is it called? Not reclamation. It was, what was it? What was going on in the South afterwards, like everything just fell apart after that. And I think it was Andrew Johnson, wasn't it? Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the 17th. So yeah, he was 1865 to 1869. Yeah, he got impeached and everything too. Oh man, see, that's gonna bother me now. What is it called? Not recession, Jesus Lee. It's an RE something. You guys know what I'm talking about though. But like Lincoln was such a visionary. Even in his time, if you read like the letters that he wrote to like Ulysses Grant and to the generals and just other people, which I've done a little bit of history research on it because I found the Civil War fascinating there for a long time, and I still do. He was a great man. He really was. He had his faults just like we all do, like that's one of the good Jesus lines is go ahead and cast your stone, man. Basically, I'll paraphrase it. Ye who is without sin shall cast the first stone. You know what I mean? He did amazing things while he was alive. More than, most presidents would ever dream of, And he definitely bent the law to the fullest extent that it could, especially in Maryland, where I'm from. There are some crazy stories of what Lincoln did to Maryland, because we were, a border state, the old line state, And yeah, he could not have the rail lines to DC being disturbed, especially with right across the river is Virginia. So sorry to go on a Civil War tangent, but hey, if I get to talk about history, I get excited. So I'm sorry. Then of course, John, he Bay of Pigs is kind of messed up, but at the same time, he had a lot of plans for the future of America that I think we definitely needed him to be there for, to follow through with, and even his brother tried to follow through with it as well. And look what happened to Bobby. Look what happened to Martin Luther. When people try to fight the establishment, they try to change things. When they try to go against the current. And people respond to it, because a lot of people go against the current, but no one listens to them. But if you can go against the current and convince enough people that, hey, look, we should be swimming that way, not this way. That's what those guys were really good at, is they were great speakers, great orators. They just completely captivate you, and they were great men who did great things. Martin Luther completely changed this world, basically, or not I don't maybe the world, but especially our country. But the whole civil rights movement, I think Malcolm X had a huge thing to do with it as well. And I wish he was kind of included in this, but I mean, it is what it is. There's so much that went on back then, the 60s, the 70s, and then going back to the 1860s. It's always these cycles within cycles every 100 years. We're just doomed to repeat ourselves over and over until we just figure it the fuck out, we just can't do it. It's the pieces just don't fit for some reason. They do for a little bit, then the puzzle just falls apart again and you have to put it back together, it's almost like someone breaks it on purpose every time, and then we have to put it back together in some way. I don't know who it is, but I don't know. I think Mom's Mabley did a fantastic job here. I did tear up, but I almost started crying, man. Just seeing her emotion and her absolute love for these men that she was singing about. You could tell, especially with Bobby and Martin Luther, she completely, you could feel it, man. And good on her for being the oldest person to have a top 40 hit, man. A top 20 hit, technically. And I see why that was such a popular song when it came out, because that is a stirring rendition of it. And I don't know when the original song came out. I know who wrote it, like I said in the beginning, but this version of it, it's powerful as hell. So thank you. Hold on one second. It was Johnny F. Thank you, Johnny. That was a wonderful pick. And I don't know what else she has done, because it says she was a comedian, an actress, a singer, everything, so I don't know what else she was in or what she did, but if you have anything else by her you think I'd like, or I should just check out on my own time, maybe leave it down below and I'll definitely check it out, man. You guys know I'm always open for whatever. As long as it's good, I am good. And I'm kind of, that's so sad, man. Imagine what the world could have been like if these men had actually survived longer than it did. Not reconstitution. What the fuck was it? Oh my god. What? No. I have to find out. I'm gonna find it. What happened? Oh, come on. Reconstruction. I said every word but reconstruction. I don't know why I didn't think it was that. But yeah, that's what it was. Okay, bye. Well. I guess we have reached the end. But fret not if you'd like to join our amazing Patreon community. Seriously, they really are. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.